because we've got the best World Rally driver ever on the pole position, and here he is. He's from France. It's Sébastien Loeb, the 8-time World Rally champion. And only last weekend in New Zealand, he wrapped up his 72nd World Rally Championship victory. But alongside him is America's favourite, Tanner Faust.
Don't count out Tanner Faust for the win in this heat. He is a worthy competitor to Loeb. Loeb's a great driver, but Tanner has the rallycross experience here. He's the first American to compete on the ERC.
And he's currently second in the European Championship over there, but this is how they line up as we come to our second heat of 4 here this afternoon. Loeb has taken the pole position ahead of Faust. Bucky Lasek, fresh from his silver last night, is in third, and Stefan Verdier is on the outside in 4th position as we are going to go racing for heat 2 here at X Games. Go! Brilliant start from Faust into the first corner. It's going to be Sébastien Loeb.
Side by side.
No, great racing, but Loeb leads from Faust, from Lasek and Stefan Verdier down to turn 3.
This is all in the starts, and that was incredible into the first corner, door to door. Those two are going to be fierce together, but yesterday when I was talking to the guys in the pits, they said if Loeb got a good start, nobody was going to be able to catch him. Let's see if Faust can do it as we're on board looking at Loeb's bumper. That is not a view Tanner wants to be seeing right now.
Sébastien leads ahead of Tanner Faust. Faust, of course, the most successful medalist in X Games in rally car racing, but there's nothing between them. The Citroën leads at the moment from the Ford that we're riding on board with. This is Tanner Faust, the man who is Mr. Drift, he's Mr. Stunt, he's Mr. Rallycross. He, for crying out loud, he drove the General Lee in the Dukes of Hazzard as a stunt driver. That's cool.
He's no slouch when it comes to the jumping, that's for sure. A couple times champion in the Formula Drift Series, but Sébastien Loeb.
As these guys are halfway around lap 2. Erin, what news have you got for us?
Well, guys, Tanner Faust said that there is no doubt that this is going to be a heated battle because of the course design. He said there has to be a strategy coming in because of all the chaos that's going on in the heat of the moment. He said it's absolutely crucial to focus on the momentum coming out of the corners just to shave off tenths of a second. I also asked him if he was superstitious. He said he was. He's wearing his little race cars on his underwear, and he's got his Lucky Charm in his pocket, which is going to pay off.
Too much information. I don't want to know about that.
Sébastien Loeb leads this second heat ahead of the yellow Rockstar Ford Fiesta there of Tanner Faust. Now, is Faust Jet playing it cool because he's in second place, guaranteed a position in the final later?
I don't think he's playing it cool. This is a guy who really, really wants to beat Loeb. He's up against one of the best drivers in the world, and he wants to prove his stuff as well.
Again, we look into the eyes of Tanner Faust, the man who did the Hot Wheels double loop dare yesterday and went into the Guinness Book of World Records with that 6-story high loop here in downtown Los Angeles. But Faust, he's second in the Global Rallycross Championship at the moment. This is the 3rd round of 5 that we are having in 2012. They've been to Charlotte, Texas, and here in LA. They got New Hampshire and Las Vegas yet to come. But Sébastien Loeb is a rookie, Jen. Well,
we're here in the final lap, and Tanner's going to be trying to chase down Loeb, but there's a bit of a gap. They were 0.2 of a second apart in seating. I don't think Tanner can make that up, but they're both going to go to the final if they can keep it clean, and now might be the time just to play it smart and get to the end of this heat.
Absolutely, there is not a mark on these two cars. Sébastien Loeb, the 8-time World Rally Champion, has just got a couple more corners to go in this heat before he's going to see the checkered flag in front of him. What a way to start your X Games career as Sébastien Loeb takes the victory in Heat 2. Tanner Faust comes over the line. He is in second place, and we await for 3rd position. It's going to be Bucky Lasek, fresh from that skateboard silver. So cool, though, is Sébastien Loeb. He's putting the door open with his foot, but a concerned look on his face.
You know, this is a guy who's just doing his job. He drives almost every weekend. He's a real pro.
Now let's have a quick replay of the start and see how Sébastien Loeb launched into that first corner, Jen. Look at this!
Tanner actually had him on the start, but Loeb, through his driving and maybe a little bit more power in that car than we're seeing in the Ford, just edged out of him in that corner. Amazing pass into the first corner.
And good clean racing as well. That's something that should be applauded from a rookie.
For sure, but that was a risky move, and I think we could see them get tangled up if they meet again.
Well, 550 horsepower underneath his right foot, and he guided that Citroen round. The belts, and he prepares for action as we are going to go racing. We are going to have a 550 horsepower cars. Their four-wheel drive unleashes as we all go down to the first corner. And who's going to get the whole shot? It could be Sebastian Loeb.
Look at all those cars going through that tiny space. I'm amazed at how well that went.
Sebastian Loeb is leading from Tanner Faust, who's got a rear tyre rubbing at the moment as we start this six-lap final. In third position is Hübinette, fourth is Block, fifth is David Binks, sixth is Brian Deegan, Millen is next up, but it's Sebastian Loeb who leads as he comes around the hairpin for the very first time and makes this jump. He glides it over just like silk, and they all land safely and turn hard left.
That looks like Tanner Faust doing his best to block there. I'm not sure what's going on with the rear of his car, but if he's got a puncture, that's not going to be his position through to the finish here. Sebastian Loeb has exactly what he wants, and in fact what he needed was to get up front and stay away from this traffic. He was nearly a second a lap faster than Tanner Faust, who's among the most competitive out here. It's going to be very hard for someone to catch Sebastian Loeb here. The real battle's going to be for second.
I can not only see the blue smoke coming from the rear of Tanner Faust's Rockstar Ford Fiesta, but I can smell it as a bomb has just come past us. A nuclear bomb it is of 10 cars. And we got a red. There's a red being thrown. So somebody's gone off. In fact, I can see it's one of the Subarus on the exit of the jump, and that is Sverre Isaksson, who has had an off, and he is blocking the... Gentlemen, is 5,500 horsepower about to be unleashed in downtown Los Angeles for X Games. Go! No!
Looks like they called a restart right from the start there. Looks like a red flag restart. I expect that.
Let's get this underway. Sebastian Loeb keeping it cool as we prepare. The red light is on, and again 5,500 horsepower of rallycross cars are about to get underway. Surely we're going to keep it going as we all go down to the first corner. Sebastian Loeb leads. Ken Block could get second place, and he does.
Wow, all of that contact every time we see it in that first corner. It's still happening as they try and string out into position here.
Hübinette's in big trouble. Loeb, Block. Third position is Tanner Faust. Fourth is David Binks. Fifth is Rhys Millen. Sixth is Liam Doran from the back of the grid. And it's David Higgins at the rear. Hübinette bangs the sides of the car. That, I think, was Doran who got the lucky end of the stick there. And he punched David Higgins before he comes over the jump into the hairpin again.
Ken Block is going to give Sebastian Loeb a run for his money. Those two were in New Zealand just last weekend as we ride along with Block here looking at Loeb's bumper.
And Block is very close indeed, Jen, and these two are beginning to pull out ahead of Tanner Faust, who is in third position at the moment. There are your two leaders, or is Faust now reeling them back? I think he is.
It's hard to tell what's going to happen with this many cars on the course. Loeb is going to try and stay up front and stay clean, and I think the battle here, I think we may see Faust making up some ground here on Ken Block. Ken in second place here. If he can hold it there, this is going to be a bit of a redemption. He's had a tough couple of years at Rallycross.
This is, it's going to be good if he can keep it to the line, but he's got a long way to go. We're coming around to complete this second lap. Sebastian Loeb, he's got clear vision, no dust in his eyes. We're riding on board with Tanner Faust, trying to look through the dust. And of course, the sunshine, no windscreen wipers that are working on these cars. The sunshine in your eyes. Binks has had a moment.
Spin! Oh no, look at that! And Brian Deegan threads the needle.
Binks has had a big moment, and he was in fourth position when he came over the line. He was ahead of Millen. So, still leading is Sebastian Loeb with the Citroen, the specially made near 600 horsepower car, the car that has been so successful in the European Rallycross Championship. The chassis is leading there, and in fact the similar chassis has even beaten Tanner Faust, who is part of that European Rallycross Championship charge. He was in Norway just last weekend, was Tanner, but the Citroen has got a lot of experience. There is David Higgins limping. There's obviously some transmission problem. He's not in the front running for this Rallycross event as the leader goes out of shot. Second is still Ken Block.
And Tanner Faust, I think, is just behind him. We're going to see if they can make up any time on Sebastian Loeb, but he is just so much faster. Here's Ken Block as he tries to gain some ground here.
I can smell the burning, and he's got a flat. He's got a puncture in the rear. Right, he has, Jen. I saw it as he came out of the hairpin. Ken Block in second position. There it is, it's on the rim.
You can see it's right on the rim. Those rims are designed to withstand quite a lot of hardship here, but will he try and go over the jump with 3 wheels? I'm not sure.
Oh, and as he comes through the right-hander, that's going to be a telling big moment for Ken Block. Third position is Deegan. Fourth is Tanner Faust. They come over the start-finish line, but but Block is on real big borrowed time. The gap between Block and Deegan is about 6 seconds at the moment.
It's incredibly difficult to steer a car that has one flat tire, better in the rear than in the front, but certainly in one direction or the other, you're going to notice that he starts to slide out whenever he puts weight on that tire that isn't there anymore. Very clean and tidy from Loeb. Look at him go, just smooth on the dirt, on the tarmac. Nothing's phasing him. He's just going to try and get there as we head into the final lap for Loeb.
Sebastian Loeb, there is no stopping this guy. I was at his second ever World Rally Championship event, and even then he got into the top 10 as well. It was a stunning drive. That was back in 2000. He has won the World Rally Championship 2004, 05, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. He's leading it in 2012, and he's leading something that he's never even done before here in LA.
Amazing driver, and yes, he's in the lead, but back in second place, we can't forget about Ken Block struggling to hold on with that flat tire, and behind him there's been another position change. I think Brian Deegan's got it in ahead.
Sebastian Loeb is coming out of the final corner, and Sebastian Loeb is victorious. X Games 2012, the Rallycross goes to the Frenchman and to Citroën Racing. A stunning display from a rookie. Is there nothing that this guy cannot do? Victories in the World Rally Championship, gold here in Los Angeles. He's been on the podium at Le Mans. It is stunning to see this guy drive. X Games 2012 continues tonight live from Los Angeles at 9 Eastern on ESPN2. Otherwise, log on to xgames.com. Coming up next is Baseball Tonight. Stunning coverage. Loeb has been victorious. Silver goes to Ken Block in the Ford, and third and the bronze medal goes to Brian Deegan. But it's Sebastian Loeb who has taken X Games Rallycross gold medal here in Los Angeles. Breathtaking stuff from the Frenchman. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next year.